Joined out here by Minnesota right-handed pitcher senior Toby Anderson. And Toby, thank you for taking time to speak to us.
Absolutely.
Just want to catch up with you and just get the pulse of Minnesota baseball right now. Last year you guys won your first Big Ten championship since 2010. Got a little pride. Not that the pride left, but just back here in Minnesota with the championship. And last year the way the season finished, very emotional. With the passing of Todd Oaks and the championship, I'm winning that on the field the last weekend, and then going to the tournament, NCAA tournament. So, before we look into last year, just how did last year finish for you guys? With that championship and bringing it back here, and doing it in Todd's name, or just any emotion involved with that.
Yeah, it was big for us last year. It was one of those years. It's kind of once in a lifetime. You're not going to have kind of all those events kind of line up. I wouldn't say that perfectly because it definitely wasn't what we wanted to line up in most cases with the passing of T.O. and stuff. But just kind of the atmosphere that we had around the dugout. Not a lot of things were said about it, but everyone knew, who they were doing it for. I mean, there was always that underlying purpose. Yeah, we want to win. Yeah, we're competitive. We really wanted that Big Ten championship, but it was so much more than that on different levels. And so being able to do that in kind of T.O.'s name, making the NCAA tournament, making a good run before A&M beat us, but just kind of it was almost kind of like a dream. It was almost too good to be true in some cases.
And that momentum, obviously there's great excitement, jubilation with that. But just any different offseason vibe, you guys are defending champions, you guys are the reigning champions, and there's a target on your back now. You're not going after an Illinois or Indiana. It's now people are coming after Minnesota baseball again.
Yeah, well, I kind of get the feeling that we don't really have that feeling in the locker room and stuff. We still, in my opinion, all the preseason stuff's come out and stuff, and we still have the underdog kind of vibe. A lot of teams who win the Big Ten, they have that target on their back. But kind of with the way that we've been feeling is, we've been picked anywhere from 7th to 3rd this year, which is fine. I mean, that's all preseason stuff, but it's a lot of the same feeling that we had last year, where it's like we're hungry. We want to prove people wrong. We want to go out there and make all the media and stuff notice us. And so a lot of it's a lot of that underdog feel again. And there's a lot of guys that are really hungry in the locker room again to get back after it and to just go out and show the nation that last year wasn't a fluke.
And you mentioned that clubhouse and vibrant environment. You as a senior, how do you kind of set that tone, that mood? I mean, are you talking to guys and it's us against the world, or do you not have to say much that you guys know you're the champions and to defend that?
We have a lot of team meetings, and a lot of the guys on the team, it's you have to say some things, but I mean, top to bottom, it doesn't matter if you're a freshman or a senior like me. It's everyone has their voice heard, and everyone has a basic understanding of what we're going after this year. And what the mindset has to be to compete at the level that we did last year. And we do have a little bit of a younger team. We lost some guys, but the spots are going to be filled, and the younger guys I think are going to step up and surprise a lot of people this year because they have that same mindset. They're going after. They want to be as big of a part as what it was last year. They want to be a part of something special like we did last year.
You just mentioned some spots are filled. Your spot will be filled, by you yourself again, anchoring that weekend rotation there. What's it like for you this offseason, knowing what that role requires of you going into this year? You did it well last year, but now that you have that familiarity, what's the offseason prep been like for you, and what are you kind of expecting for yourself this year?
It's all kind of been. Last year I didn't know if I was fighting for a rotation spot. Now this year, no, I was pretty much in the rotation. I'll be on that Sunday roll again, and it's just having the mindset of giving your team the best shot to win. My style of pitching, if you go ahead and look at the stats, there's not a lot of strikeouts, there's not a lot of flash. It's pitch to contact, a lot of balls in play, and my goal is whenever I'm pitching to give my team the best shot we can to win. And I think I fit that role really well, especially for Sundays when a lot of times it's 1-1, series deciding game. And so being kind of that anchor, like you said, being able to go deep in games, being able to be that guy your team can rely on week in and week out. To give you a best shot to win, because if you win 2/3 of the weekends, you're in the NCAA tournament, and so that's kind of that was the mindset I took last year, and that's the same mindset I take this year. Is I'm not going to be flashy. I know the strikeouts look good and stuff, but if I can give my team the best opportunity to win, that's perfect.
And then you guys opened the season here in 2.5 weeks against UC Irvine, a powerhouse program out west. They came here a couple years ago, so you guys know who they are and what they're about. Just, is that exciting? Where it's not a cupcake off the start. It's a pretty strong team, and for you guys to get your goals as far as competitive in the Big Ten tournament and say regional. You start right off the bat with a pretty quality team.
Yeah, it's very exciting. 14 always says to be the best, you have to beat the best, and that's especially you look at RPIs and stuff like that. Like nothing, it doesn't get much better than on the road at UC Irvine, team that has the history, team that has the tradition, and also still currently they're a powerhouse. They're going to be right in the mix in the top 25. So for us to go out there and have that be our week one, it's exciting for the guys, and we're anxious to get out there and get going against them.
Perfect. Thank you, Toby.
Thank you.